Let's be honest, the world doesn't need another app, or another coaching platform, or another pitch deck full of buzzwords. What it needs is a startup that actually means something. Not just something to sell, but something that shifts, moves, matters. Because a damn good startup doesn't just chase profit, it creates impact. It's not just scalable, it's substantial. So here's the real question. Do you want to make money, or do you want to make a dent? Because if you do it right, you can do both. Let's break it down. What makes a startup damn good? It starts with this. Purpose, not a slogan. Not, we care about the planet on your footer. A real, meaningful North Star that drives every decision you make. Warby Parker gives a pair of glasses for every pair sold. Tom's did it with shoes. Patagonia puts their money and mission into the environment, not just ads. Why does that work? Because people feel it. Because it's not marketing. It's identity. And identity? That's what people want to follow. So here's your first step. Don't just ask what you can sell. Ask, what am I here to solve? What would still matter, even if I failed? What would I build if no one clapped? That's purpose. That's where it starts. But purpose alone isn't enough. You need a mission. Not for your about page, for your decisions, your hiring, your roadmap. A mission answers three things. What are we here to do? How will we do it? And why does it matter? SpaceX? Enable life on other planets. Khan Academy? Free education. For everyone. Everywhere. Clear. Loud. Committed. That's what makes the difference between movement and momentum. Next, ethics. Not to be nice, to be trusted. Because people are tired of fake, of brands that say one thing and do another. You want loyalty? Start with integrity. Everlane shows you what every shirt costs. Buffer publishes their salary formula. That's not marketing, that's guts. Trust is the currency you don't see in your revenue report, but it's there, or it's not. So ask yourself, how do we treat our people? How transparent are we really? Would we buy from us if we weren't us? If the answer stings, good. Now fix it. Last piece, sustainability. Not as in, let's recycle the coffee cups, but can we build something that lasts? Ecosia uses profits to plant trees. The Honest Company made clean products mainstream, and it works because it's real. So whether it's your product, your people, or your planet, think long term, because you're not just building for this quarter, you're building for the next generation. So yeah, launch your startup, get the MVP out, start selling. But don't just build a product, build something you can be proud of, something that creates value and carries meaning. Because the best startups aren't built to exit fast, they're built to matter long. They don't just take up space in the market, they make space for something better. So if you're launching something soon, or you already have, take a breath, take a beat, and ask, is this just a business? Or is this a damn good startup? So, you've built something real. You've got traction. You've focused. You're not just marketing noise. You're adding value. Now let me ask you something else. Can you sleep at night? And I don't mean from exhaustion. I mean from alignment. From knowing that what you're building actually matters. There's this joke I once heard from a founder. I sleep like a baby when I launch a startup. I wake up every 2 hours and cry. Funny, but also painfully true. Because running a startup isn't just hard. It's consuming. Decisions get heavy. Pressure stacks. Money tightens. Your brain doesn't switch off. So how do you stay sane? Not with better planning, Not with another tool, not with LinkedIn therapy posts, but with this purpose. That higher, deeper reason you're doing all of this in the first place. Purpose is your anchor when the launch flops, when the investor bails, when the market shifts right in the middle of your strategy dock. It's the difference between, why am I still doing this? And this is why I'm still doing this. Because let's be real, chasing money burns you out. Chasing meaning fuels you. One drains, the other drives. And here's what most people forget. Purpose isn't for the world to see. It's for you to carry. It's what gives that 18-hour day a sense of movement. It's what makes your fourth pivot feel like evolution, not failure. And when it's real, you don't just sleep better. You wake up stronger. Let me show you how it plays out. You're under pressure. Cash flow's tight. You lose a client. If this was just about revenue, you panic. If this is about something bigger, you reframe. You learn. You adapt. You keep moving. Because you're not building for quarterly validation. You're building for lasting contribution. And yeah, that's harder. It takes longer. But it's worth it. Because when you look back years from now, you won't just count users. You'll count the impact. You'll remember the first customer whose life actually changed. The employee who said, "I've never felt this trusted before." The moment you realize you weren't chasing exit, you are building something that should exist. That's what purpose does. It gets you through the noise, through the nights, through the 100 little moments where quitting almost seems logical. So yeah, build your product, refine your strategy, find your customers. But know this, purpose isn't a marketing layer. It's your survival system. It's what keeps you in the game when every part of you wants out. And if you've lost sight of it lately, that's okay. Just come back to the core. Why did you start? Who are you really trying to help? And what would you still do? Even if no one clapped? Because in the end, a damn good startup isn't measured by how fast it grows. It's measured by how deeply it's rooted. And roots, they don't show up in metrics, but they're what hold you through the storm. So if you're building something right now, something raw, something real, take this with you. The nights get easier when the reason is deeper, not louder, not shinier, just truer. Build something that helps you sleep. Because when your purpose is real, you don't need motivation. You just need breath. And if you ever need help figuring out what you're really building, you know where to find me. BecomeDamnGood.com. Tools, mentorship, and the truth, without the fluff. Because being good is just the start. You came to become damn good.